Namaste. Consulate General of India Frankfurt welcomes you to the second edition of our series Let's Connect 9 Women, 9 Success Stories. This series features the journey of some remarkable women of Indian origin in Germany. India is celebrating the festival of Navratri. During Navratri, one of the 9 forms of the divine Devi is worshipped. One of them is Kushmanda, who is credited with creating the world with a divine smile. She is believed to improve health and bestow wealth and strength. So let us too recognize the achievements of these remarkable women as part of our Navratri celebrations. In today's segment of our series, it is my pleasure to introduce you to our guest, Ms. Chitra Agarwal. Ms. Agarwal is the managing partner at CSA Healthcare Pharma Business Management Consultants. She is a senior executive with more than 30 years of rich experience in pharmaceutical industry, education and community services. She is highly experienced in developing business, setting up and managing business teams, communication, merger and acquisitions, corporate affairs, product launches, project management, marketing, regulatory affairs and clinical trial management. Chitra did her master's in pharmacy and an MBA in marketing. Thank you, Chitra, for joining us today. Our viewers got to know few of your many more achievements. So, would you please like to say a few words about yourself?
Thank you, Chandrima, and I thank Consulate General of India, Frankfurt, for inviting me on this auspicious occasion of Navratri. I extend my greetings to everybody.
Thank you.
As a child, I was extremely inquisitive and I would ask too many questions. My mother took time out of her professional work to answer my questions. In school and in college, my fellow students used to be very annoyed with me because I would not let the teacher, professor continue until I had a deeper understanding of the subject. That is me. I was also extremely daring and adventurous. In the 6 years of college, I was known as the motorcycle girl because I used to reach college driving a 175cc motorcycle. Life has been very good with me. I was born in a family that gave me a lot of opportunities to take my own decisions, and whether it was the decision of choosing a career or choosing your own life partner, the way to live, every which way, the family support was there for me. Immediately after my M.Pharm, I got a job at Ranbaxy and I spent 12 enriching, super wonderful years there in different departments, having been in R&D, regulatory affairs, marketing services, international division, brand management, and eventually becoming the marketing manager with sales and marketing responsibilities. I also got involved with joint ventures and the mergers and acquisitions that were happening at Ranbaxy at that time. So even I became kind of Jill of many trades.
Thank you, Chitra, for such a lovely introduction. So, Chitra, do you remember how did you get the idea for your first venture?
Heading the sales and marketing team in a large professional was my career dream. I worked very hard for that. Ranbaxy gave me every opportunity. They gave me total freedom to express my ideas, implement my ideas. I traveled around the country, lots of continents. I came to Germany also. That time I went to the United States for collaborations and partnerships. So 12 years, very beautiful years. But yes, every year we would wait to see the annual report that also had a printout of top executives. And one particular year, my name was there with my qualification, what work experience I had, and at the end it also had the annual remuneration. Yeah, it opened my eyes. I saw that I was at that time the highest paid woman employee and also earning much more than many people I had been reporting to in the last 10-12 years. I thought at that time that life cannot be this way of a new product, a new territory, a new sales team to train, higher budgets, bigger challenges. That's not going to be my life. My support system at home was changing. My father was gone, my mother was very sick, and my child was alone at home. I thought I need to now balance the work and the life. And there was an urge to do something different. So the idea came up as a fun summer camp for my 8-year-old and his best friend. We invited 10 unknown children, and with all these 12 of them, we did arts, craft indoors, yoga, music, dance, all these things indoors, and we had a lot of sports activities outdoors. We also organized picnics, visiting monuments of Delhi, and watching a few movies in cinema halls. We all had a wonderful time. This changed for me into creating a preschool, a kindergarten, an after-school daycare, and also a child development learning center for preteens, teens, and young adults. I sort of succeeded, so worked hard and succeeded so much that India Today listed my school entity called Blessings among the best schools of Delhi and NCR, and that happened within 4 years of my creating it.
So Chitra, that was quite an interesting journey of yours. So did you know that the venture that you had started would be such a success?
I believe that a project, once you want to implement it, you need to put in your hard work, follow it with your passion, sincerity, and a lot of diligent, skillful planning is required for success. I had acquired a lot of hands-on training and life skills from my engineer father, and never say no, or let's say always say yes to a challenge attitude from my very daring doctor mother. Starting a kindergarten school, or let's say child development center, was a very challenging task for me, because at that time it was relevant for me to shed my get-going corporate nature and develop my softer human skills to interact with young parents, 2 to 3-year-olds to young adults, and the lady teachers. That I feel I reinvented myself. While at the Child Development Center, we also groomed, as I said, young adults, and today they are working people and still in touch with me. It gives me extreme happiness that they interact with me. All the time that I was running this, I was also in touch with, I was doing a lot of work for the pharma companies. I was consulting, I was providing some human development and personality development trainings in CRO, and I was doing a lot of honorary work also for our pharma associations. So I think I kind of achieved success.
Chitra, you have started up your own business here after coming to Germany. You have your own consultancy firm. So how easy or difficult was your journey as an entrepreneur, like coming from India and starting up a fresh new business in Germany?
I came to Germany on my own personal visa because of my qualifications and my experience. I had also learned German while in India. My husband was here working in a large pharma corporate, and it took me time to decide to move to Germany. When I came here, I realized that for finding a new job, knowing German to the level of an advanced language, C1 level, was kind of a must. Therefore, it dawned on me that I need to create something of my own, use my past experiences, and set up my own firm. My husband also decided to join in, and we both are pharma professionals with a lot of experience. Nobody can take that away from us. Our clients are English speaking, international, all whether it's in the United States or Singapore or Australia, we are interacting in English. So we do not need to really know German for business, but yes, when we live here, we need to learn the language. So when we set up CSA Healthcare GmbH, we realized that we need to go through a notary, notar as is said, and have consultations also with our tax consultant. Very important because we are investing money in a finance, we are creating a business account and a business entity. So there are a lot of regulations in Germany that one needs to follow. And once you have a GmbH, and a business account, you also need to compulsorily just register your company with IHK as is called, an equivalent to what would be FICI in India, but it's a compulsion here. And with our knowledge, we did a lot of things. I also believe that when life gives you lemons, you make a lemonade. You also use the same lemons to make a mojito, use it in cocktails, mocktails, and make people wonder how you did it. So, living in Germany, I have learned that it's important to adapt yourself to change, surpass your challenges, and reinvent yourself. After all, Chandrima, you and I and everybody around is a work in process. We are all learning something new every day and developing newer skills.
Thank you, Chitra. That was really informative. So, I believe that other than your work as a managing partner at your firm, you also have an interest in the field of politics. Would you like to enlighten us about that?
Helping the old, the poor, the needy, the disabled, and animals has been second nature to me. We were sensitized to solar energy, rainwater by my own parents who had installed these systems at home that many years ago. I've been an energy saver. In India, I did a lot of community service, and when I moved to Germany, I got even more sensitized to the climate change issue and ways to save our environment. For that matter, I joined a political party that emphasizes on climate, saving the climate, and working for the environment. It is not for any political gain or for fame that I joined this, but my passion would be to implement more of solar panels, rainwater harvesting, and the beautification of our area by planting more flower plants, herbs, and useful plants that would attract bees and the butterflies.
Chitra, that is such a noble cause. We all should do our part to save the world and save the nature and environment for our future generations. So, finally, I would like to ask, what advice would you like to give the other Indian women who come here to have a career to be successful?
What can I advise? Today's woman is an embodiment of Durga. She's excelling in every which way. But I still, with my life experience, would like to share a few things that I think are very important for the stay in Germany, especially for those women, girls who are coming here on a spouse dependent visa. So I would say that invest the first 2 years of your stay in Germany trying to learn the language and learn it until C1 level. So you will do A1, A2, B1, B2 and C1. That will help you to not only adapt yourself here but also in your professional life. You will then get jobs equivalent to what you were doing in India. Very important for us Indians or any foreigner who comes into Germany is to integrate with the German society. Germans are cliched to be extremely cold. The country is cold. People are cold. That's not true. They are also, like all humans, very warm at heart. They take time to open up. But if they see you also even struggling to speak in German, they welcome you. Once they are your friends, they are friends for life. Now, how do we get to reach them? You might say hello to a German in the building or in the office and you get a cold. Nothing. Don't give up, please. Continue that because they need time. And how do you do it? You generally, there are lots of clubs or let's say vereins. Every community has them, and these vereins could be music, it could be dance for children. There are women clubs. There is a cafe and kuchen club in my area. That's coffee and cake on Wednesday evenings when people get together. We bring cakes for older people. So that's one very nice thing happening. There are clubs for horse riding, for shooting, for table tennis. There are immense opportunities for us all to join them. They don't cost a lot of money. They're very, very reasonable, and you will get to meet a lot of Germans, and they will open their arms for you. That's one very important thing. Another thing I would say is to develop your personality to become like a sponge. You absorb all the suggestions, recommendations that are given to you by everybody. Also, the aspersions and criticisms that come by, because that helps to refine your own self. And in the end, I would say that before the end, I also want to say one very important thing for all working women is to learn to manage your own financials. You earn money, so you learn to invest them. Your decisions on where you want to invest, whether you're investing in mutual funds back in India or buying property here, that's your decision. And it's very important. You'll be happier, you'll be at peace. And last, my slogan of life for everybody: count your blessings and see the sunny side, and always smile.
Thank you, Chitra, for such insightful insights, and thank you for being a part of the series. It was a great pleasure to have you here.
It was my honor and privilege to be able to share my views with you, Consulate General of India, and the viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So the Consulate General of India Frankfurt thanks you again and wishes you all the very best for your future endeavors.
Namaste.